टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। We are discussing marketing research, session 13, conjoint analysis. Topics covered are introduction, what is conjoint analysis, and steps in the application of conjoint analysis. Introduction. In any kind of market, one needs to understand the consumer behavior, and it is of paramount importance. Consumer behavior is required to be understood in many facets. What happens? Many research and analytical techniques, they are available and often employed for these purposes. For discovering the salient attributes, one can ask the consumer directly or use analytical techniques like factor analysis or multi-dimensional scaling. Now, simple techniques of depth interview or focus group discussions, they are also found to be quite effective for discovering the dimensions or the attribute. When we talk about factor analysis, it is a very powerful analytical tool to discover the attributes, and these are done through a set of indirect and large number of questions. MDS is multi-dimensional scaling, is also very effective in similar situation, and it is particularly effective when it is not considered desirable to probe consumer directly about their attributes. Now MDS is found to be a very superior to any other traditional methods of attributes wise data collection method, because it is lesser demands on data scaling. Now it can work with metric as well as ranking method. This very feature is also very consumer friendly, because the consumer in most of the cases, they compare products in terms of better or worse instead of assigning the absolute values to the products or the services or the attributes, right? For example, if we take the case of a shirt price and stitching as important, the consumer shall consider all the attributes when he chooses the particular shirt for his purchase, but he may find it difficult to accurately provide his rating for each of these attributes for each of the shirts which is displayed to him. So with the help of above techniques, we will be able to understand the significant attributes of products and obtain the plots of competing products or brands in the perceptual space. Now, conjoint analysis, when we talk about, it was a technique which was developed to answer most of the questions and guide the marketer in optimizing his decision. The data requirement on the consumers, they are minimized and anchored at a very level. This very technique was introduced to the marketer in the year 1970s, and from that year it has gained tremendous popularity because due to its great managerial relevance and simplicity. Now the marketer, he is naturally interested in getting answers to several what if kind of question. So what if I reduce one attribute? What if the competitor changes its brand position? What if the salience of one attribute changed through some other consumer efforts, etc.? Now, it is also very useful for the marketer to see the plots of existing products and visualize alternative positions together with the respective size. It is not sufficient for taking some of the important managerial decisions as well. When we discuss conjoint analysis, कॉन्जॉइंट एनालिसिस बेसिकली क्या है, एक डेटा डिकम्पोजिशनल टेक्निक है, where what happens, this technique helps to plot the output data on joint spaces of importance of each attribute. They are the attributes. Now this helps in seeking the data from the consumer in the form of their responses to the totality of the product. While the output here is measured in terms of the scores that the consumer they have implicitly assigned to each of the attributes and its level. एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है नोट करने के लिए कि जो कंज्यूमर है इन दिस वेरी केस उसको नहीं कहा जाता कि वो स्कोर्स असाइन करे टू डिफरेंट एट्रीब्यूट सेपरेटली. इनफैक्ट व्हाट इज डन, कंज्यूमर को he is presented the stimulus in the form of totality of the product, as in the case we discussed with the MDS. The one difference here between the conjoint analysis is that कि conjoint analysis में the stimuli are created by the researcher himself, but in case of MDS and already existing products or the brands they are used. When we talk about conjoint analysis, they derive the importance weights which are called as part worth utilities, and they are assigned by each consumer to respective level of attributes. ये जो फीचर है इस टेक्निक का, it allows basically कि एक consumer determine करे trade off in their minds only. So the relative importance of the attribute, it can be derived from the output of part worth utilities. अब क्या होता है, what happens, they start with a very simple input data, that is they only do it with just the ranking of some pre-designed product alternative. Conjoint analysis क्या होता है, it provides the part worth utilities for each of the attributes, products attributes level for every consumer individually. There are various steps in the application of conjoint analysis. We would be discussing them in detail once we go through the number of steps. पहला जो स्टेप है वो होता है to determine the salient attributes किसी भी given product के लिए. Then comes उसको discrete level पर उनको assign करना होता है. The third is fractional factorial designs are utilized of experiments in order to design the stimuli for the experiment. Then comes physically designing the stimuli. The fifth step is of ranking or rating the data which is collected. The sixth step is the conjoint analysis and determination of part worth utilities. Seventh is applying conjoint analysis output for different marketing decisions. जब हम बात करते हैं आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ सेलिएंट एट्रीब्यूट्स, क्या होता है, unlike methods of MDS or factor analysis, conjoint analysis it requires the salient attributes to be given. और ये जो attributes होते हैं ये marketers के experience के basis पर या depth of the interview या फिर focus group discussion के basis पर select किए जाते हैं. In few of the factor analysis or MDS cases, labeling the salient factors is also done. और क्या होता है, वही attributes select करे जाते हैं where differences exist among the brands or through which future differentiation could be achieved. Now what happens, if it is not possible to differentiate products along any particular attribute, the managerial value of that attribute becomes very, very low. The second step is basically of assignment of level of selected attributes. A real product के लिए it can be described as a very specific combination of the attribute. Now what happens, कि attributes they only take discrete value in some of the cases. Now example of such attributes could be the brand name or the color of the product or the nature of the technology which is used. Now इतने सारे value ranges में which may be theoretical possible, the marketer he chooses only few of his active consideration. जैसे अगर हम एग्जाम्पल लें सोप का, technically it can be produced in all the colors, but some colors like dark black they are ruled out. Now some attributes like price or life of a product they make continuous values. Conjoint analysis can treat them or like that also. Some range of values they may be specified for them or the range may be kept open-ended. The third step is a fractional factorial design of experiment. क्या होता है conjoint analysis में? The profile of different products ये consumer को present किए जाते हैं so that they give their responses. Now ये जो profiles हैं ये generate करते हैं अलग अलग levels के attributes. नाउ जो स्टेटिस्टिकल टेक्निक होती है वो मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डिजाइंस जो कि नेसेसरी है स्टडी के यूज में वो उनकी इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करता है. जो ये सारे डिजाइंस हैं दे आर म्यूचुअली वेरी एक्सक्लूसिव जो कि हेल्प करते हैं रिडंडेंसी को अवॉइड करने में, रिडंडेंसी ऑफ द डेटा को अवॉइड करने में. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस एंड दे आल्सो अलाउ कि जो भी ईच एट्रीब्यूट का रिप्रेजेंटेशन है और उनका रिस्पेक्टिव लेवल है वो एक अनबायस्ड मैनर में शो किया जाए. द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज बेसिकली ऑफ फिजिकल डिजाइन ऑफ अ स्टिमुलाई. एक प्रोडक्ट के कॉन्सेप्ट को डिसाइड करने के बाद, सिलेक्ट करने के बाद बहुत जरूरी है कि कंज्यूमर के लिए वो स्टिमुलाई को डिजाइन किया जाए और कंज्यूमर को एक्सपोज किया जाए. दिस कुड बी डन इन अ लॉट मेनी वैरायटी ऑफ वेज डिपेंडिंग ऑन द डिमांड ऑफ द सिचुएशन और डिमांड के साथ साथ कन्वीनियंस ऑफ द रिसर्चर इज ऑल्सो टेकन केयर ऑफ. इट इज वेरी वेरी एडवाइजेबल कि जो एक प्रेजेंट रियल लाइफ प्रोटोटाइप है प्रोडक्ट का, according to the product it needs to be satisfied and specified. क्या होता है कि they give the consumer a chance of their usage or trial, but कुछ extreme ways में क्या होता है of presenting the product they may not always be possible और यह necessary भी नहीं होता कि वो product को दे. In these kind of cases product models या diagrams या उसका verbal description भी adopt किया जाता है. Then comes the stage of data collection. इस stage में data collection होती है on every key feature. Furthermore, the consumer he is also asked to assign the rating scores to each of the product stimuli. The 6 stages of determination of part worth utility. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, ranking जो obtain करी जाती है उसको consumers they analyze. Now there are two methods that are very popular. एक method है the part worth utilities for each of the level of each attributes they are arbitrarily assigned and based on the assumed value consumer जो है overall ratings या rankings estimate करता है. Alternate method क्या है, the part worth utility basically वो derive करती है एक step में. इसमें there are error function which describe the difference between the estimated and the actual data they are defined. Now this function is basically then minimized. So after using any of the available method, the output is basically obtained for each of the respondents separately. The last step is the conjoint analysis application. तो कैलकुलेशन part worth utility के बाद it becomes just the starting point of conjoint analysis. फिर important क्या होता है? The important one of the applications of conjoint analysis पहला है optimum product design. Since all the possible product concepts एक दूसरे से compare करे जाते हैं, once the respective attribute levels are assigned to the part worth utilities, ये बहुत possible हो जाता है to determine the demand for different products. The second is the market segmentation. कॉन्जॉइंट एनालिसिस जो है वो इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर के लेवल पर करी जाती है. तो इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर आइडेंटिटी को रिटेन भी करती है थ्रू आउट द एनालिसिस. तो कंज्यूमर सेगमेंटेड, they are done according to the sensitivities of the different product attribute. The third is the SWOT analysis. Here, part worth utility of the brand itself, it tells about the relative brand strength. Alright. Then come estimating the customer level brand equity. Here the conjoint analysis, it is a very good bridge between the consumer level perception and the financial worth of the offer. They can also be used for estimating the important parameters of brand equity at the customer level. There are two exercises. Define conjoint analysis and it state its potential application, and what are the steps which are involved in conjoint analysis. Explain with the help of example. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning and we learning.